Hi everybody, welcome to week 9 of the semester. We're week 9, we're halfway past, we're past or at getting past the halfway point for the semester. This week we will be focusing on Kant's duty ethics or his deontology. I think that you're going to find it very interesting and a little bit challenging because of all the philosophers that we are studying this semester, of all the lessons that we've had. Probably the lessons on Kant are going to be the most difficult to follow, especially when it comes to his epistemological presuppositions, when it comes to figuring out what moral rule or rules we should live by. That is why it is so important to make sure that as you're going through the instruction, you're going through the videos, that you're listening to everything that I say, that you're not skipping or scanning or just listening just to get an answer down. If you do that, you may not develop the proper understanding that you need to do a future assignment, possibly in week 9. That Kant is rather difficult and challenging to understand is actually manifested there in the course schedule, because in the course schedule you can see that unlike utilitarianism, I have 3 weeks dedicated to Kant and breaking down his concepts for you, whereas for Bentham and his utilitarianism, I had only 2 weeks. So keep that in mind. This is going to be especially important when you're learning, like I said, about his epistemological presuppositions, about something called a priori and a posteriori knowledge/truth. It is really important that you go through all of the lesson, the lectures, and the examples and the demonstrations, especially when you get to the review. You're going to have some really great opportunities in that review. Now, some of you are going to think that I have trick questions in there, and I think I've already lectured on this, but just let me remind you of something I might have said during week 1, and that is that I do not believe in trick questions, and I don't think that's a very helpful concept for a student, and I don't think it's a moral thing for a professor to do, to try and trick their students. Trick has a very negative connotation, and it either means that to me, it makes me feel like the student is saying that I'm trying to be mean in some way, or it has a negative connotation. And with respect to the student, I feel like it allows the student to shift the burden for, having a clear, accurate, and precise understanding. It makes it seem like that's only the professor's job and the student doesn't have anything to do with it. So you are going to notice what you might be inclined to call a trick question, but I promise I have no trick questions. The questions are designed to give you an opportunity to practice intellectual carefulness and intellectual attentiveness. Now, some of the answers you will find in the review are very straightforward. Just listen to the lecture and there's the answer. But there are going to be some that are more difficult. But the better attention, the more focused attention you have with respect to the lesson or lecture leading up to some of the items in the Blackboard created review, the better you're going to be able to work through that item in the review. So I'm just giving you a heads up on that. So that is really the only main thing you have to do for this week, which has to do with learning about that theory. Remember to always check the top of of a bundle page, or the top of a bundle page, to see if I've made any changes. At the time of this video, I'm not sure if I had a bundle wrapper for week 9, so go and see. I might have deleted it, so make sure you pay attention to that. If you don't see an update up there, then whatever I say in the course schedule still stands. All right, that's it. Bye.